How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here as we begin Season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Yeah, this season will be very interesting to see how it fares against Season 2 and Season 1, because this show has been something that I have very much enjoyed for the past 2 seasons, and now we're in the 3rd season, so it will be pretty exciting to see what does happen. We kind of have an idea of what is going to be happening, at least for the first part of this season's journey, with the fact that Henry got taken by Tamara and Greg, 2 cretins who can die. So yeah, but yeah, we didn't see them at Neverland in the last episode, but with the fact that Peter Pan wants Henry, we can kind of put 2 and 2 together, especially with the mystique that they had in terms of who they were working for, that they are on their way to Neverland. So yeah, just watch, they're in the hell dimension, so yeah. But yeah, there seems to be a few areas that we're going to be, like I said, at least navigating for at least this first part of this season, especially with the fact that Mulan, Aurora and Philip found Neil, who is alive, which is all well and good, and I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the case, but yeah, he's in the Enchanted Forest, and of course there's the Storybrooke stuff as well, especially since they've just escaped near destruction. So yes, it's going to be a very, very interesting season, and I'm looking forward to seeing what does happen. So with that said, let's get into the first episode of Season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go. Oh, good to know that we're going off Season 3 with a painful start. Oh, that's... That hurt. That's really, really powerful and devastating. Okay, so are we merging with the Doctor Who universe now?
Did you check the batteries?
Oh. Well.
What the hell is this? A toy?
It's a good thing you guys don't ask any questions.
Let's go.
Nice.
He said I'm a villain. And that villains don't get happy endings. You believe that?
Yeah, but he believes he's a hero as well, and he's just a straight up dick, so... I bet he doesn't think that Hook is hot, so he'd be wrong about that as well.
I didn't grow up in some fairy tale land. My experience is different. And that's all I can go on.
This is a completely different world, isn't
And
it?
all we have to go on is ours. So if you would just let us share our wisdom.
I appreciate you trying to be parents, but we're the same age. We have equal amounts
Which
of
is
wisdom.
really eerie.
And all I want is Henry back.
Our foe is too fearsome for hand-holding. Neverland is a place where imagination runs wild. And sadly, yours doesn't.
For you. This is the thing, though, which I'm, like, interested in. They are both saying, like, this world works completely different to yours and vice versa, so...
Of course we are.
Oh, oh my God! Holy...
Get the boy.
Damn, that was ruthless, but you know what? Props for the murder. Oh my God! Well...
To fight.
Thanks,
To Neil.
Teal.
I mean, I'm glad he's not dead, but it is really, you know, nice that they are both sharing that pain. It's mermaids, isn't it? Oh no!
Mermaids!
Are we gonna get a glimpse of Ariel, maybe? Probably not.
I will not be capsized by fish!
I think the mermaids will have taken a bit of an offense to that.
Not all of them! What about that one?
Oh. Oh? I don't think that's Ariel. Okay.
There's a place they can't track us. The Echo Caves. But it's far.
I just have a bad feeling that he is putting on a front and he is Pan. Especially with him and Henry having a bit of a long time. He's been wanting Henry anyway, so...
Well, what's it like? The other world?
Well, for starters, they think that this place
It's
is
terrible.
fairy
Don't
tale.
go here.
Like
We got a
legend, like they're all
pandemic. Just
characters in a
stay where
story.
you are.
I'm in a story.
Yeah, they made a movie about you. It's actually pretty good.
What's a movie?
Can you forgive me?
No.
Oh, bloody hell! I can't really blame him, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain what the movie is.
You say that you're fighting for Emma.
Just say,
mentioned
animated,
you when
just
she was here.
stick
Why
on
is
that, okay?
So I broke her heart.
Break. Stop the storm, then we let you go.
Oh, shh.
That's more like it, Charming. Allay the bitch.
Oh, wow.
And I can't stop. But the Queen is right. They've already tried killing us.
That's enough! We need to think this through!
I already
She's just, uh-oh.
there. That should stop the storm.
Woo!
What did you do?
Chivalry and all that.
Who are you?
The name's Robin.
No way.
Yeah, you're not Tom Ellis.
Quiver's rather tight. Now, what are you doing trespassing in my castle?
This castle belongs
Oh,
to
did they have to
Darkwood. It is you who
recast Robin Hood?
trespass.
No.
He hasn't been seen since the Queen's curse.
My father enchanted objects so that what might be a useless piece of wood in the hands of a looter would become magical in his.
Or in the hands of his only son.
Flesh and blood.
Magic.
Yeah, yeah.
Might not always seem like it, but family was
Isomorphic in a
important to
sense.
dear old dad.
So,
Undo your spell! Bring back the mermaid! And what? You'll wake her up with your rainbow kisses and unicorn
Shh.
At least we can try!
Oh, the squabbling! Oh my god! She just cooked her!
That your best?
For the moss. I'll call my wife and fly.
Jeez! Oh, it's all kicking off here. Oh my bloody god! You know what? If you're gonna die, let's start a brawl. Just scream in their ears at this point. Oh, that's something. That'll get their attention. Oh, jeez.
I definitely do not believe.
That's okay,
But Henry does.
because I do.
Go, Henry! Oh, this would be so eerie. Squabbles in the storm. Nothing like that to bring people together, right?
In less friendly circumstances. Count on it.
Told.
One last thing. There's something he wanted you to have.
Is that like some kind of voodoo doll?
Have the ability to make us cry.
Oh my goodness. It's
See
very
you
interesting to
around,
see,
Dark
you know,
One.
altercations between Pan and Rumpel.
What's wrong? Isn't she there?
Yes, but that's not Storybrooke. And there's a Neverland.
He's gonna have to go back there for
don't have to
some
do
kind
it
of
this way.
closure.
Then what's your skill, Savior?
I'm a mother. And now I'm also your leader. So either help me get my son back or get out of the way.
And that's told, to be fair. You know, you can argue these, okay, so what if you got to, you know, aid us and whatnot, but Emma's determined.
If you believe, anything is possible.
You couldn't be more right, Henry.
He's Pan. He is Peter Pan.
How'd you know my name? I never told you. You are a lost boy. You work for Pan.
No, he is Pan.
I am Peter Pan.
But you told Greg and Tamara that magic was bad. That you'd help them destroy it. Why?
Because I needed their help. And it is so much easier
Manipulated
to get
them.
people to hate something than to believe.
Oh, we're gonna be hating on Pan so much this season, aren't we?
Play!
Let's not. Let's not. Unless you got a PlayStation tucked away somewhere, then that would be great. But otherwise, let's not. Let's not. Oh, see, I had a feeling my gut was screaming, like, especially when him and Henry were having some alone time, and we know that Pan has been, like, from the last episode, sorting for Henry, and yeah, he got his affirmation, really, so which was very, very clever. But from what we know so far, he is the manipulative type, because he manipulated Greg and Tamara into saying, hey, you know what, magic's bad, because it fuels their belief, it fuels their, like, hatred, their passion, especially with Greg, who's already had a traumatic past, so this is going to be fuel, really. I'm excited to see how things, you know, go, but I want to know what's happened to, you know, Tink as well. And I'm also sad as well with the fact that Tom Ellis is not going to be Robin Hood. But like I said, I'm assuming, you know, he was busy doing Lucifer, so understandable he can't be doing Once and Lucifer at the same time. So, unlike me, get it? Because, yeah, whatever. Anyways, no, neat start. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what does happen with the season, with Pan's identity being revealed. Yeah, I just had a really, really bad feeling in my gut when that defecting lost boy had some alone time with Henry. I just felt that, especially with the fact that Henry, Pan wants Henry, that he might not be in a great predicament, and this is all a ruse. And I think the first side should have been, especially when Greg and Tamara didn't know who they were working for. They thought it was some kind of joke that they were working with teenagers. Yeah, so there is that manipulative precedent, I guess, already established, and that continued to reveal itself, especially when Pan uncovered himself to Henry and revealed that he wanted to have the heart of the truest believer. Plans for that, I am not sure. I have a feeling it's got something to do with I don't know, the decaying way that magic might operate in their land, especially since belief is a very, very fundamental importance to Neverland. So the heart of the truest believer might, you know, kind of remedy any kind of environmental predicament that Neverland might be in. But that's my hunch at the minute. But yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see what does happen. And I'm very intrigued to see Pan's story, especially since there's been seeds planted with Rumpel and Pan's past, especially with the voodoo doll. I'm really excited to see that in some kind of flashback. So yeah, and what the significance of that doll, of course. But yeah, this is it though. Like the Lost Boys and Pan, they really do not give two shits whatsoever. Like they were very, very manipulative. They were like especially when Rumpel tried to get the one up on that lost boy. You saw that lost boy was like, "Oh, you want to play that game? Well, I can play 10 times worse," and he did because he made Rumpel weep. So so yeah, already the Lost Boys, Peter, they are already bringing a very, very investing element into season 3, and I'm excited to see how things do develop from there. But already it's looking pretty great so far. But yeah, I really, and not just that though, but how Henry's belief will be prominent this season, because we know with these past 2 seasons that Henry has been so knee deep in terms of his beliefs with fairy tales, especially in season 1 when Emma was trying to deflect it, but Henry was there trying to give evidence to Emma and whatnot. But with the fact that they're in Neverland, and with the fact that Pan wants the heart of the Truest believer, this is going to be very interesting to add some prominence to his beliefs. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Greg and Tamara. To be fair, I was surprised that they would be that they were deaded in the first episode. But hey, I'm not complaining, so just sip this tea. No, I'm not complaining whatsoever. I was low-key mad that Tamara still managed to, survive the shot, but it didn't matter because she was dead anyway, so, but yeah, I have no complaints about how not Neil, Greg and Tamara died, so. It was pretty drastic because Pan Shadow just came in and like yoink, and yeah, it was pretty brutal, but hey. So yeah, that's what you get for being a bunch of dicks, so no, but it was a pretty satisfying way for them to go. Not just that though, but I like the idea that they were like they were conned. They realized, oh my god, what did we get ourselves into? Because even Tamara, whether it be crocodile tears, which is funny because Pan, whatever, whether it's crocodile tears or well, I say that it was she was crying to Rumpel, so hey, get it? No, but whether it was crocodile tears or whether it was her belief, either way, it doesn't atone for the BS that she pulled for season 2. So yeah, no sympathy from this guy. But yeah, I really enjoyed all of the drama that was happening on the Jolly Roger as well, because there was a lot of heated moments going on. There were some nice moments as well, like Hook and Emma reminiscing over Neil, which was really great stuff, and I really loved that moment. But otherwise, we pretty much for the most part got a lot of squabbling going on, especially with the mermaid, and how initially what we thought was her calling for backup or whatever, or warning. I think Emma said something about the fact that it wasn't linked, and decided to dive in and break all the tension, which is a really good way of breaking the tension, because everyone was just trying to rip each other's throats out, and there were some really great lines, especially from Regina. But yeah, we had Mary Margaret and Regina trying to carve each other for blood. Same with Hook and Charming, which has been something that's been inevitable at this point, because every time Hook breathes, Charming is writing an essay about how much he hates the swine. So yeah, because I just really love the frustration that Charming gives off whenever Hook mentions something, because you could really see he just wants to deck him. So this was cathartic, if anything, for him. So, yeah, I really loved how Emma was banding the team together, because not everyone was on their best behavior, and then when they got to land, we had some people doubting Emma's initiative, and to be fair, she really broke the storm, and not just that though, but this is her mission to get Henry, and she's been so determined. And what was really powerful was that first scene where she gave birth to Henry, and it was really devastating when she couldn't even look at her own son. So yeah, but I really loved the initiative, because everyone was like just trying to claw at each other, and then Regina's like, "What makes you so, determined to, take charge?" And you could really see she was bringing hell. Emma was bringing hell to Neverland. You could see it on her eyes, and so a lot of drama that was going on, but there was some really, really great moments, especially with Rumpel trying to we had a discussion about belief as well, about how Emma was being blamed for being pessimistic, I guess, and whereas Emma was blaming Mary Margaret for being too optimistic, and blaming her, and how Mary Margaret was saying about how if she stopped believing, then things wouldn't get better. She is trying to grab hold of that light, which is very in character for Mary Margaret. And it's just so interesting as well, because both these characters, they came from two different worlds, really. So the way that they grew up with their own retrospective worlds, the like mindset of belief, etc., it's going to be completely different. So it's going to be a very, very tense discussion when you're talking about beliefs, because these characters, because Mary Margaret grew up in one certain world, and Earth is completely different to the Enchanted Forest. So in terms of how the way works, and life is complicated life is complicated to one world in both terms. It's very, very interesting how we went into that bit. So yeah, really, really liked that. And we also had Neil being confronted with Mulan, Aurora, Philip, and Robin Hood. Shame that Tom Ellis isn't going to be reprising Robin Hood, of course, because I really like seeing him in episode 19 of season 2. But I can understand why Lucifer's on, so he's going to be doing that, and it's a good job as well, because like, as much as I liked Tom Ellis as Robin Hood, no one could play Lucifer but Tom Ellis in that show. So yeah, he's just so amazing. So if you haven't checked out Lucifer, go ahead. I'm currently reacting to it, and by the time this is up, I'll probably be starting season 5, maybe not. I might be coming close, like I might be on the final episode of season 4 by the time this is up on YouTube. So yeah, but anyways, I digress. But going to be very interesting to see how Neil comes back to Neverland. It's kind of a full circle deal as well, especially with the fact that he was initially being brought to Neverland by the Shadow, and we had Hook acquire him, and now he'll have to go there to confront Emma. So it's interesting how we're intertwining that and whatnot. Really like the idea of Mulan being so fascinated by the movie, her own movie. I kind of want her to watch the live action part. I know it won't be out by that time, because this will be like a few years out before the live action, but still, I don't know, I want some kind of fourth wall breaking, like, oh, they should have gotten whoever the actress who plays Mulan in Once Upon a Time, they should have gotten her to play Mulan, because I'm assuming her, like, I guess doppelganger would exist on Earth, whoever the actress who plays Mulan in Once Upon a Time. I'm sure the doppelganger exists on Earth, so that little tease of the fourth wall, but like I said, it's not going to be happening anyways, because I don't expect Once Upon a Time to be that, like, on the nose, and plus the movie would be a few years after this, so yeah. No, I really loved that talk. I'm assuming they are, of course, referring to the acclaimed animated movie, so yeah. But a nice little I guess a little plug there, like with Neil mentioning, yeah, they made a movie about you, so, and now I kind of want to see Mulan, you know, kind of full circle that. What like, I want her to come to Earth, watch Mulan, and be like, yeah, it was so great. So yeah, but no, I really liked Neil's part. It will be very interesting to see, like I said, him coming full circle to reunite with Emma. It might be a very, very powerful reunion, so I'm looking forward to that. But overall, neat start in terms of season 3 for Once Upon a Time. I think I liked the season 2 opener maybe a bit better, but I feel like this is already setting up some very, very interesting stuff, especially with the Neverland side of things, especially with Pan and the Lost Boys, and teasing things with Rumpel and Pan. I'm looking forward to seeing how all of this is going to come around. So yeah, but overall, like I said, pretty great stuff this first episode of season 3. So yeah, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!